Hello and welcome to Across the Country with Moses Woodson. Today we're in Jamestown, Tennessee with Lou-Ann Keys and her horse Lexi. And Lou-Ann's been having some problems with this horse, not wanting to leave the house, not wanting to get in the trailer. And so, you know, it's these problems that these horses have, you know, not wanting to leave, you know, they're barn sire, they're herd sire. A lot of people have this issue. So one of the things, I think she doesn't want to get in the trailer to leave home, but when she gets out somewhere, she informed me that, you know, the horse gets right on the trailer. So I think those two problems and two issues there are the same issue. So we're gonna work with Lexi today. We're gonna go through the 5 basic tools with her, and then we're gonna show Lou-Ann some things that she can do with the horse, and then we're gonna go after some of these issues that she's been having. So sit down and hang on. We'll be right back with Across the Country. Okay folks, we're here with Lou-Ann Keys in Jamestown, Tennessee, and Lou-Ann's just going to tell you a little bit about her horse and some of the experiences she's been having with her horse. And again, this horse is a herd bound, barn sire type horse. And Lou-Ann, if you just tell the folks at home kind of the things that's been going on with your horse.
Well, I could saddle her up and ride her down the driveway, and she gets halfway down the driveway and she just stops and she wants to come back, and she will hurt me because she does not want to go away. And loading her in the trailer is just terrible. I open the trailer door and she'll back up, you know, all the way down the drive not to get into the trailer. And one day I went to load her and she came at me and knocked me out cold, and that was one of the last times I wanted to deal with her. She's a friendly horse, but she will hurt you if she doesn't want to do something.
Okay, so what we're going to do here today, we're going to do our program. We're going to work our program with you, Lou-Ann, and we're going to take and put her through the 5 basic tools. Our program's called the 5 basic tools of horsemanship, and then we're going to take and we're going to go tackle some of these issues you're having, and then we're going to take and let you do some stuff with her. And if you don't feel comfortable, you know, getting on her, if you don't feel comfortable trying to load her, then at least we want you to take and do some groundwork on her. I think, you know, I've got to say, in schooling, you know, when you school a horse, we do a lot of schooling with our horses. It's the best cure for ignorance. Okay, and these horses, you know, basically that's just what's wrong with them. You know, they just don't know. So hang on and sit down. We'll be right back with Across the Country. Okay, we're back here with Lexi, Lou-Ann Keys' mare, Arabian mare. She's an Arab quarter cross mare. And one of the things I noticed about her was she was pretty pushy when you ask her to take and get off of you. And I've worked with her here a little bit, and she's starting to get off of me a little bit. But one of the first things I'm going to ask her to do is to move her feet, see how well she goes forward. So I'm going to take and give her direction. Ask her to yield her shoulder, and then move her hips. And you can tell this mare, she lays back her ears there. She's sticking her nose out. She really doesn't want to do it. I'm just going to ask her to go forward here. Looks like she's been lunged quite a bit, and I'm just going to stop my feet and see if she knows how to stop her feet. Very good. And probably the more I work her here, the more she's going to be aggravated she's going to become. So body language is everything, you know, when you're working these horses. You really got to watch what the horse is doing. It's not what they're doing, it's how they're doing it. So this mare here, you know, when I ask her to go, she kind of wants to put her hip on me. She throws her head out. She lays back her ears. She's telling me she kind of resents being put pressure on. So I'm going to ask her to go forward again. And when she brings that hip into me there, and that hip gets closer than her head or her shoulder, right here. See, right here, she wants to take and really get nasty about it. See. And I'm not asking her to lope. And this is a bad problem that a lot of horses have. People have taught them that pressure means go faster instead of just move your body. You know, if I put that pressure on her, she wants to take and get nasty. See there, she said, "I'll bite you." And no, you won't. I really got after her there. And she thinks that means go faster, see? She doesn't understand that that's a correction to behavior. She thinks it means go faster. And that's her cure. So her mind is just unbalanced. And we have to go back and teach this mare that pressure is for position, not for go fast. If I don't go fast, there's no sense in her going fast. See, she doesn't understand that. If I go slow, she should go slow. So every time she takes off and goes faster than what I'm asking, really get her off of me there. Teach her that pressure is for position to move a particular body part. She's right here. She wants to run on me here. I'm just going to slow her down. Bump her head, push that hip out. Want her to go forward, just not fast. When she gets close to me, even though she thinks it means go faster, I'm not gonna take and let her run on me. We're gonna kind of straighten her mind out here just a little bit. Get off me. There. That's what I was looking for. And there I'm going to give her rest. Okay? And that took a little bit of doing, but we had to. I'm going to take and give her rest. That's the last thought I want in her mind. Okay? So we're going to continue to work her here just a little bit, and then we're going to move on to the next tool, and just see how this mare goes. Right now, I think she's just a little bit emotionally charged. We need to bring her back down, bring her back into balance. Okay, we've worked through the horse's issue here about going forward, I think, and we got her to slow her feet down. That's what we were wanting. So now we're going to work into some hindquarter control, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna take and resent this. So you've got to be real careful with a horse like this. They tend to get real resentful. You see her laying back her ears already. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk around here, and I'm not going to get real invasive with this mare. I'm going to protect myself, and I just want her to move her hip, just like that. She gets up here and noses me. She's already showed me that she doesn't like me moving her, so I'm just going to protect myself. Just going to move her hips in. It takes very little pressure to move this mare, and I think that's one of the horse's problems. Too much pressure has been applied because she's real sensitive. So just going to move around here. If she gets on me there, I'm just going to protect myself. Want her to move that hip. Good. Back up here. Get her off of me. Now I'm going to do the other side. She knows what to do. The way she's doing it is not correct. So I'm going to protect myself there, move that hip. Protect myself. She's kind of stiff on this side. Even when she was lunging, she was stiff right here. She didn't have a whole lot of bend to the right. I'm just going to ask her to move that hip. Protect myself. Move that hip. She's wanting to come forward. Just going to bump her, move that hip. Good. And you see she lays back her ears. So what I would do with this mare is I would just continue to work her every day. Back her off of me until real slow, till this got better. You know, she really wants to kind of lay back her ears and charge in on me there. There she gets a little stiff in my hand. I'll move those hips. Right there, she wants to get on me, see? So I'm really going to protect myself with this hand here. Not going to let her run into me. She's trying to get higher than me. She tried to bite me right there. Move that hip real hard there. Teach her that's not the way to get my attention. See, she tried to bite me right there. I'm just going to continue to move her till her attitude changes and her head lowers here just a little bit. She's already told me she'll bite me. She'll rear up. She tries to get higher than me. Better. She softened there just a little. And that's when I need to take the pressure off. I don't need to take the pressure off when she's being nasty and wanting to bite me. Again, if she gets going too fast, I'm going to shut that emotional roller coaster down. Say, no, you're going too fast. Just want you to move that hip. Move that hip. Just want her to kind of quiet down there, soften. Watch her head come down. There. That was a lot softer. We're back here with Lexi, and she's clearly got some issues. She wants to take. She tried to bite me. She's doing some really nasty things. What I'm gonna work on now is just see how soft she is, and you know, she's not real soft mentally. So we're going to see what she's been taught as far as how to bend and everything. And you know, this mare kind of resents, you know, having a whole lot of interaction. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to ask her to bend here. And she wants her head right back right away. So she's kind of been taught wrong about that. When a horse is soft, and this is my definition of softness. Softness is when you ask for a maneuver, it's there until you ask for something else. Soft means it's pliable. If you push on it, it stays down until you take your foot off. So, you know, this mare here has been taught to give, and once she gives, to release. And that's the wrong kind of behavior, because what's going to happen is when this horse gets into a negative situation, it's going to be asking for its head back right away. So what we need to teach our horses is to be soft until you release them. And this mare is looking just for that quick release. So she hasn't really learned to be soft. Yeah, she'll bend her head, but that doesn't mean she's soft. So I'm just going to keep asking her here. You see, she pushes harder and harder. That right there tells me she's not soft. It means you can bend her head, okay? I'm just going to massage that, and you'll see her head go down and get more heavier. I'm just going to ask here. There we go. Good girl. And what I'm looking for is for her not to pull on me. Good girl. Move that hip. Come up on this side. Move her around here. Move that hip. Right there. She wants to kind of get ugly there. Bring her back down here. I want her to be down here. Move that hip. There we go. Whoa. Easy, girl. Nobody's after you. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to ask her to bend. See, and she automatically starts sticking her nose out. So that tells me that when you're riding her, when you go to turn left or right, she pushes on the bit. She hadn't been taught to give. Too good. Right there, she's pushing on the hand. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to massage that rein until she gives. Just going to continue to rub her hip. And I want her to give here. She might bite me here. We go. There we go. And I'm just going to massage. I'm just pulling and giving. And when she gives, I give. And every time she takes and goes away, I pull her back. And pretty soon that becomes the pressure, and her giving becomes the release. Good girl. So she's not too bad there. She's got some issues with it, but she's coming along pretty good.